some things never change, even across centuries, across generations. We walk this earth alone until suddenly we're not. We found someone to share a hot drink with on a cold night. There are times when everything's going right, like the world is a slender glass of champagne, tiny bubbles carrying us skyward. And times when we want to crumble under the weight of uncertainty. This story begins when those two feelings collide. When our hope bumps into an overwhelming realization. We're gonna be parents? There are practical considerations like where and how will the birth go down. Then you've got your longer term neuroses, like making sure your kid can afford a good education. But we're putting the cart before the horse, because there's one small thing that consumes every expectant parent long before delivery day draws near. Hi there, my name's Oliver, and this is little Ezra.
Shmuley, Shlomo, get over here and meet. What did you say your names are?
How the heck do you come up with the perfect, timeless, cool but not too cool, ridicule-proof name for your unborn child? No pressure, right? My wife Lexi and I made impromptu lists on the subway. We listened to endless NPR.
And I'm Lakshmi Singh.
We perused the baby name aisle in a bookstore, fleeing in a frenzy of Jadens, Leos, Liams, and Masons staring us down from every page. And then it hit us. My family managed to escape Eastern Europe with its history and story largely intact. My wife jokingly calls me a Mayflower Jew because my ancestors got to America so early. Maybe something in my past would spark an idea for a name. I took a DNA test to confirm my lineage, and we were inspired to trace my family history. We went down these rabbit holes of old emails from my late great-uncle David, family historian on my mom's side. And that's where we found a 74-page long, single-space type diary belonging to my maternal great-great-great-uncle. Lexi and I were amazed by his larger-than-life saga, which felt plucked from a storybook. His parents were exiled to the Arctic Circle, where my uncle was born. They'd been outed as part of a scheme to hide and save local Jewish boys from near certain death in the Tsar's army. But my uncle and his family embraced their fate, staying longer than the required decade, a sort of 19th century flipping the bird at authority. My uncle was fiercely independent and fearlessly adventurous.
I've made up my mind to leave my family and go to Africa.
My uncle snuck across Europe before catching a ship to Cape Town, where he became a British soldier.
We had to climb over fences, lie down in the grass, and wait until the border guards passed. All along, I kept on writing in the diary and practicing my violin.
And he was devoted to his family, sending letters to his parents and money to the woman he loved back home.
It was 4 years and 6 weeks that I had not seen Sarah, but she's here now. She is self-possessed, experienced, bright, clever, beautiful.
Lexi and I found comfort in the fact that my uncle had left such a detailed window into my past.
After traveling on the ocean for 42 days, we met my father and siblings in New York.
He walked the same Brooklyn streets that we walk. And he put a roof over his family's head, just like we have. We'd stop in front of the home where my uncle's sister, my maternal great-great-grandmother, lived, just 4 blocks from where we live today. In my uncle's endless pursuit of a better life, we saw hints of our own entrepreneurial spirit. Like when he and Sarah packed up everything and moved south in search of sun.
I drove 2,997 miles in 8 days.
And Lexi and I recognized our resilience in the way my uncle faced adversity and kept moving into the unknown.
Life begins at 70, not at 40, as the saying goes.
In the end, our answer was obvious. What better inspiration for our son's name than the life and times of the strong and intrepid ancestor whose DNA would course through his veins? Casper. Your mom and I named you after your great-great-great-great uncle. We won't be around to see you write your whole story, but we hope you'll take a few pages from your namesake's book.